We can see that, okay, we see a small lag in the beginning, but seems to work fine. We see Suwak spawned in the top left corner, as I said, as Beast. And then we have Lacfarro in the bottom left corner as Empire. This is of course a little bit, I mean, it's pretty balanced on this map. If it would be a normal Dark Side Forest, there might have been a little bit of a disadvantage for Suwak, because his natural expansion would be between the players, but since here we have only one entrance, it's actually not that big of a deal. The entrances are of course pretty much balanced, so this is fine. We see Suwak go, sorry, not Suwak, Lacfarro going for a front base here, building a barracks. No immediate town hall, that probably wouldn't be smart, even though you might be able to pull it off against Beast. But he decided to go for a front base, trying to close this entrance. And we see Suwak doing basically the same with his arena. Obviously, you can't really go for immediate stronghold with Beast, so this is basically the only strategy he could have went for. And Lacfarro also decided to go for a mirror strategy. We see farm being built in the back, so he wants to keep his a little bit more squishy building, a little bit more in the back, probably wants to close this just with barracks, which are of course much more tankier. So definitely could be a smart move, but he needs to make sure he builds the second barracks pretty soon. Yeah, we see some small stuttering, waiting for players. Probably one of the players has a little bit weaker internet. I hope it's not me, but if it was me, the stream would be lagging as well, so if the stream works fine, it's definitely one of the two players in the matchup. Okay, so Suwak is going for a scout with his minion that finished these stables. And so he's going immediately to this location. He'll probably find out about Lacfarro's position pretty soon in the game. While Lacfarro is not really scouting with his villagers, he'll probably want to scout with his first swordsman. Now his peasant is getting damaged, he won't be able to finish these barracks, he'll need to retreat. Either wait for his swordsman or come with more peasants to defeat this minion. So great move from Suwak, buying some time and slowing down the production of the infrastructure of Lacfarro. Maybe he will even want to try to go for a tower rush, but I don't think so. That would be really risky, and especially as Beast it's not that strong because totems cannot damage buildings. But as you can see, Lacfarro decided to bring some peasants from his goal, basically all of them, slowing his income a little bit. He's not even chasing the minion with his swordsman. We see... yeah, the legs are actually pretty bad right now. We see Goblin Hut being built in the back, which I'm not too sure about. That I think it should be built in the front to close it even more. But we see first warrior coming here, obviously no chance against two swordsmen at once. But he still has his minion in the back as well, scouting a little bit. You see Lacfarro probably blocking this entrance with hold position on these two swordsmen. Okay, seems like it's lagging again a little bit. Yeah, second farm being built as in the back as well. So really just keeping this really strong fortified entrance. The minion is still in the base. Lacfarro is not able to take him out, and as I said, he's not even chasing him with his swordsmans. He's just running with one peasant behind him, now sending one swordsman as well, but he's just losing some value on this peasant, not really getting anything. And Suwak is just making sure that there is no expansion. Maybe the minion will die now, but I don't think so. He still has a big lead in terms of this run. We see some first goblin hunters being produced by Suwak.
Our tribes are under attack.
Building some stronger army. The minion finally died, so now Lacfarro could potentially go for an expansion without Suwak knowing about it, but as you can see, Suwak is already accumulating some decent push. And since there is no tower, I think he might be able to actually do something here. Lacfarro is now of course waiting for his stone keep, so he can start producing priests and catapults, most likely. And he's also making one Elven Sanctuary, just to make sure he is safe against flying units, and also just to scout. Maybe he will even make some Dryads, but we'll have to see about that. Suwak is doing some first damage to the swordsman, haven't really killed anything, but probably dealt a little bit more damage, I think. Now he's also bringing his Borons. He's not mounting his Goblin Hunters on his Borons. This is his favorite strategy with Beast. He always tries to just use them as a meat together with the warriors and then just stack as many goblin hunters behind them, which might be quite effective. Now actually he decided to mount them because swordsmen are not the slowest units. They could still rush on the goblin hunters, so he decided to do it like this. We actually see 5 minions coming here together with the army, so this is all in. He's just trying to tank all the damage with as many melee units as he can, and he will try to take the swordsman out basically immediately. Unfortunately for Lacfarro, the tower was not finished yet, so he won't be able to actually deal any serious damage here. He doesn't really have any production buildings in the back. He tried to go for Valkyries with a Valkyrie beacon, but I'm afraid this will be too late. He's bringing all of his peasants to defend against this, so basically all in from both players. But the problem for Lacfarro here is that he doesn't have any more income, and it was also a really good move from Suwak. He moved back to this narrow position, which is really advantageous for him because he has a ton of splash damage. And to be honest, this seems like it should be GG. I don't think Lacfarro can repel this anymore. He actually finished the tower now, so he'll be getting some really good damage. He's also repairing the tower. And goblin hunters are really bad at destroying buildings, so maybe he actually won't be able to push it now, but if Suwak can get at least one troll or a few warriors, he should be able to push this soon. And he can also just destroy the barracks without even being in the damage range of this tower. So we'll see. And now he basically lost all of his peasants. This is definitely GG. We'll see if he will surrender or wait for Suwak to finish him. But obviously the tower will now fall as well. It would be nice to use the friendly colors, yeah, that's true. And I forgot about it. Yeah. But the mission, I mean the matchup already ended, so we'll do that for the next game if I remember. So yeah, let's check the results. 8 minutes, definitely pretty quick game. Nice strategy from Suwak. We see 26 kills, only 15 lost units. Obviously the reverse numbers on Lacfarro's side. Suwak also produced more than twice the amount of units here. Largest army 15. Buildings and finally resources. As I said, Lacfarro was not really too effective here because he got harassed a lot to bring his peasants away from gold, and even though actually he had more gems in total, he was not even using them yet, so definitely not the best thing here. I mean, if he finished the tower a little bit earlier, maybe even made 2 of them, he wouldn't get pushed like this, definitely not. But he kinda tried to go for Valkyries. That was still a bit too risky, I would say, in that situation, so didn't pay off and actually resulted in a win for Suwak in 8 minutes.